We're all set for the MotoGP June. Silly season hasn't just been silly, it's been stark raving bonkers. After a crazy period in the 2025 rider market, 5 of the current top 6 riders in the World Championship are either moving teams or manufacturers next year. Where do we start? Well, the big headline makers, Marc Marquez is betting all on red. He moves alongside Rainy Olu moving to MotoGP. What a prospect that is. And in the 3-week spring break, MotoGP celebrated its 75th birthday. June the 6th, 1949 was the first Grand Prix on the Isle of Man. So happy birthday to us. And here's to the next 75 years. Matt Burt, Lewis Sotheby in the commentary box, Simon Crayfart down in pit lane. Lewis, we felt like 2025's rider market, the silly season, was going to be probably the silliest we've seen for many a good year. Well, it has gone absolutely crazy. As we mentioned, without any question, the story of the 2025 rider market is the fact that Marc Marquez, he told us in Le Mans he had a plan, he told us he would be clever, and he has won the race, the big race between himself, Jorge Martin and Enea Bastianini. He will slot into a Ducati super team, a dream team, call it what you like. But next season, Ducati's factory team could feature 12 World Championships. The mouth-watering prospect of Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez fighting together in the same garage. It does not get any better than that, Lewis.
A super team. I think that's the only way of describing it. We don't know yet which of them, if either of them, will begin next season as world champion, because it might be neither of them. Neither of them lead the world championship at the moment, but Ducati have got one of the strongest, if not the strongest, rider pairing we've ever seen in MotoGP. I certainly think it's the strongest we've seen since Jorge Lorenzo and Valentino Rossi were teammates in their heyday at Yamaha. Pecco Bagnaia, the reigning world champion, is certainly going to have his hands full inside that Ducati box next season, as if he hasn't got his hands full already, with Jorge Martin, of course, leading the world championship at the moment. Bagnaia, that brilliant win at home, the double win in Mugello, but that was far from the headline. Within 24 hours, if you work chronologically, it all really kicked off less than 24 hours after Bagnaia's brilliant home success at Mugello. It was on the day of the test where all of this rider market started to really bubble up.
It really did. It went into overdrive, didn't it? We just saw there on screen Gigi Dall'Igna, the man who was making some of the big calls in that factory Ducati camp during their home Grand Prix in Mugello. It all looked like it was going only one way. Jorge Martin seemed convinced, certainly after his home Grand Prix in Catalonia, that he was going to get that coveted seat alongside Bagnaia. A seat he was overlooked for, of course, 2 years ago when he was beaten by Enea Bastianini. As we mentioned, he's moving into what will be a very new look factory Aprilia squad next season, because we know, of course, Aleix Espargaro announcing in Catalonia that 2024 will be his farewell season in MotoGP. We felt that that was going to mean Maverick Vinales would be their A-list star attraction next season, but not so. Arguably, the biggest surprise so far of silly season has been Maverick Vinales pulling the plug on Aprilia with the arrival of Jorge Martin. He says it's not connected, nothing to do with Martin's arrival or the fact that there's been some rumours he might have had to have taken a pay cut to accommodate Martin. He is on his way to Red Bull KTM Tech 3, a new look squad for Hervé Poncharal next year. Coming into Aprilia alongside Martin is this man, Marco Bezzecchi. It's hard to keep track, Lewis, on exactly who's going where at the moment next season, isn't it?
Yeah, Maverick Vinales' teammate next year will be Enea Bastianini. That was a rumour that did start to surface around the time of the Italian Grand Prix at Mugello, so that didn't catch us anywhere near as by surprise as the Vinales signing did. And I think even when Maverick Vinales rationalised his decision-making and explained it yesterday, I have to say it caught me by surprise. I asked Vinales yesterday, after your victory back in Austin, when I couldn't imagine you in any other factory, what changed? And he kind of said, well, it was the performances since then which informed his decision to leave.
Jorge Martin, as he told us a few weeks ago, welcome to the Aprilia family. That was the message from Martin. This was a whirlwind deal done in less than 24 hours after the news came to Martin on Sunday night in Mugello that he was not going to the factory Ducati team. 18 points clear in the World Championship. Will Ducati live to regret that decision one day in the future? I'm delighted to say joining Simon down in pit lane is a man who I'm sure has had a few sleepless nights over the last few weeks trying to work out whether it will be Marquez, Martin or Bastianini in that factory true Ducati squad. Well, let's get some thoughts on deep in the heart of the Borgo Panigale guys, because Simon Craigspot is joined by Davide Tardozzi.
Yes, I am on pit lane. It'll get noisy here soon, but Davide, I really wanted to talk to you about Mugello, both your riders, how well they did, but all the talk right now is about next season and the moves you've made. First of all, how hard was that decision? Put it all together.
I guess it was one of the hardest that we had, because let Martin, Enea or Mark leaving two of the three leaving, it was really a hard decision, but in the end we have to do it. There was only one place in the red team, so it was a really difficult decision, but
Can I ask why you made the decision you did?
Because we think that Mark is performing very well with the 2023 bike. He shows something to us that impressed us, so finally we take this decision.
Davide, you have decades of experience as being a team manager. You've worked with some awesome riders, world champions over the years, both Superbike and in GP, and I'm sure you're not under the illusion that it's going to be easy to manage the two awesome riders you're going to have next year. Are you worried about that at all? Getting it smooth in the factory Ducati team between